Hello everyone and welcome back to the Intel Esports Arena. We just saw HellRaisers picking up the first map as they left a trailblazing affair of dominance over EnVy. They couldn't quite muster it up to find themselves a win in the later stages of the first map. We now move into Cobblestone, map 2. And there's two of us. I'm joined by Snoots.
Hello, yes, takes two to tango, Jack, and should be dancing with danger now for EnVyUs in the Season 7 Pro League standings right now, because obviously we said the key to victory to avoid the ultra relegation spot was a 2-0 here potentially. They're obviously 8 points behind LDLC, who are currently 13th.
Yeah. And
now there's a 3-map difference between these two teams, and there's also 9 points. So EnVyUs need to win basically all 3 maps to avoid ultra relegation at this current point here. Obviously, they're going to have more games that is going to be played, but the issue is, versus a team like HellRaisers, your Heroics, your Agos, your LDLCs, these are the must-wins for a team like EnVy to avoid ultra relegation at this point.
Yeah, and you've really left yourself in quite a late position to do that, obviously. 7 points is all they have. You get 3 points per win, 2 if it's an overtime win. So you're cutting it close. You're not really leaving yourself much breathing room to actually fall short in these maps where you should be taking a win. I mean, it looked like it was going to be their game as well in the first half, and all of a sudden there was a quick resurgence. We saw some huge clutch rounds as well, like the RPK 1v4.
I know the scoreline was 8-4 in favor of EnVyUs, and we thought, okay, Inferno is going to be theirs. Cobblestone's where HellRaisers come back and fight into this one. But no, they have the 1 versus 2 from Woxic. It suddenly all goes in their favor. It ends 8-7 at the half. EnVyUs then win both pistols. Remember, the 16-10 and EnVyUs have won both pistols, so you reduce the buffer from those rounds. And on these gun rounds, it was heavily favored to HellRaisers, which doesn't bode too well going to Cobblestone. In the prelude, I said, okay, I think this is going to be a 1-1. I think Cobble's going to go in favor of HellRaisers. If HellRaisers pick up a pistol, it could be theirs as well.
Well, let's have a look how this actually shifted the Betway odds as well, as we now have the second set of odds.
1.4, that's good. That's actually really good odds for HellRaisers. I think you wouldn't be a fool to put money there. 1.44 and obviously 2.6 in favor, or against, should we say, for EnVyUs. So pretty good odds there. I actually agree with those. And for HellRaisers, there's some decent return there. I think they should take Cobblestone.
Yeah. Well, potential there for them to actually get the 2 in the series. If they do that, I mean, that's then going to be 26 points that they would have, putting them above Heroic, taking 9th place. But obviously, Heroic still have more games to be played.
No,
but it's not bad.
Heroic have played how many games? 20 games. HellRaisers have played now 15. So actually, they're actually looking really good.
Yeah.
Wow, they could actually...
they could steal that 9th spot indefinitely if they actually do get success here.
Plus more wins as well coming forward. They could get up to 7th, maybe even 6th, maybe actually qualify for Pro League Finals again.
Wow. It's very possible. Still to play for, as we are basically in the last few weeks, really, of Pro League. But things have been going through. We're in the meaty segment where it all kind of matters now.
Yeah, the only issue is obviously it's like some teams have 10 games played, some teams have 20 games played. So you can't look at it so intrinsically. You can't look at it so, certainly, as obviously there's going to be suspect to change heavily for the next few weeks here in Pro League. But yeah, I mean, obviously, favorites to make it to the finals, Na'Vi, Space Soldiers, Mouse Sports, NIP are all looking strong. They're above 30 points, but EnVy down at 7. Now they lose the last map in Inferno versus HellRaisers, and this team is going to have a feeling of despondency. Is there no hope? Is there no hope for success for this roster? Everything's failed.
Yeah. When do they finally get their break? Obviously, when do they get their moment of momentum? Because it's a bit of a struggle. And the thing is, right, if they stay at 14th place, that's an auto relegation, meaning they'll be out of Pro League, meaning we would have then lost Virtus Pro and EnVyUs in terms of relegation teams, and at that point...
That's another godsend.
Yeah, you're looking at a lot of big orgs that have been in Pro League for quite a long period of time, finally getting the boot, finally not being able to keep themselves in there and being put to bed.
It's not put to bed. It's not only that, but it's also what happens when these teams go back into Premier. It's not as if they instantly, jump back into it. You look at Virtus Pro,
it's a long haul.
Gambit, godsend right now, as Windigo are the ones currently, favoured to make it into the auto spot, into Pro League, as Windigo Online have been so strong recently. And similar to how Ago were, obviously, last season, Season 6, having 3 experienced players surrounded by 2, up-and-comers in Snatcher and PHR who bring that firepower, they're looking strong.
Yeah, that's very, very true. And it's the fact that actually, I mean, the way this is shaping up, MDL next season could be stacked.
Yeah, most definitely. I really need to sneeze. That's right. Yeah.
I wonder what was going on.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those ones where you can't just obviously turn off the camera, sneeze, or put your cough button on and then sneeze, because it is quite...
You're still going to have an aggressive sneeze. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do for you. We will be driving into the action so we can actually get underway. You can have a sneeze, mate. Treat yourself. EnVy versus HellRaisers. EnVy over on the CT side. HellRaisers kicking it off on the T side, where they want to wreak some havoc against the CT side defense as we get underway with this one. Snods into round number 1 on the first pistol here.
Oof. spicy first frag there from Screen. Spots them coming out through Electric as well. It's going to be the B-split coming through for HellRaisers. Eventually going to be treading at the frag. Onto Scream, on towards B platform, but all frags now going in favor of HellRaisers, leaving just Kiyashima alone. Isolated towards B platform. Finds one, needs to find two more here, but he has control of the bomb actually. So they would have to push towards him if they wanted to find the round victory, but no. HellRaisers, they win it 1-0 now, as in the last map we saw EnVyUs claiming both pistols and still losing the map out 16-10. So it doesn't look too good here going forward for EnVyUs, as they have finally conceded a pistol round.
This is also a map that HellRaisers can be quite effective on. Definitely a map that you would favour them on. And starting on that T side, it gives you momentum, it gives you the ability to play with the AK. You can set the pace of the rounds, really. So let's have a look what they opt to do with it. Rather than go for 5 SMGs like EnVyUs have been, they'll keep it fairly reasonable. 2 SMGs, one on Dead Fox, one on Angel. The rest of them rocking the rifles. Only Issa has got a Galil there. He keeps it a little bit more low impact.
Wow, Envy going to be stacking towards the A side. The bomb is still left towards, the T-spawn, outside drop, Dragon Lord position. So it is going to be fine here for HellRaisers to go back, collect the bomb, and go towards B. After spotting out a few players here towards the A side from Envy.
After hearing out the footsteps there from Woxic, does go for the extension round. He's eventually put down by the AK though. It's actually RPK that was finished off. So Happy. Close mid, killed by Issa. This should be that second round picked up for HellRaisers at this point. You've only lost Angel, you've still got all the rifles to work with. Dead Fox as well can go in and be quite aggressive with that SMG now, because he'll be the one leading the charge, linking out with his teammates. Bondic has the bomb, tries to cross towards the bomb site. Woxic finds the kill on Scream. The only real backstab potential they now have left into the round is Hadji, and he's got a 5-7 and a dream.
I think he's already accomplished his dream, Jack. He's on the main roster, he's playing with legends, RPK, Kiyashima, Scream. What do you think? Do you think he's happy already?
Yeah, obviously it was something that internally you could see he wanted to do. He wanted to try and prove that he could be a very effective player. He did that in the academy team. He was definitely had all eyes on him. Both of the coaches, Neo Sky and Malik, were impressed by Hadji and knew that he had potential. Same with Jax, really, but Hadji was just the one that peaked a little bit further ahead. Yeah,
also probably fit the team better in terms of, you have Scream, you have RPK as your second player in. They needed an entry fragger that had the raw skill to really open up the sights, and Jax obviously having more of a passive playstyle, whereas Hadji being that run and gun entry style player. Very good at the AKs and very good at the SMGs as well, almost like a quite small niche he has.
Yeah, I mean, that was sort of what the really big picture he painted for us when we witnessed him over a long period of time. It was the fact that he would always stick with those MAT-10s. He would always go in with the SMGs. Didn't matter what weapon he had in his hands, he'd play with it with confidence, and that was really the big kicker, is the fact that he always had confidence in a lot of awkward scenarios. But let's see. As the push comes around, Happy loses his face early on, as he will be slain by Angel. Well, push comes out towards the A site.
Yeah, and it may actually be the save here. As the question is, do EnVyUs want to give away $600 per frag to these MAC-10s? Do they save towards B, get extra frags, they try and deny, money to be stacked for HellRaisers? As they are actually going to be completely saving their P250s and USPs. But obviously they're just going to be saving for the fact that they avoid giving money over to HellRaisers cash in hand. But this also means HellRaisers will have 5 players staying alive, so regardless of actually not finding many kills, they will gain that back in round win bonus.
Yes, sir. Looking for a couple of one-taps here towards the B site, as they're going to be hunting down these CTs. Does kill Scream, looks for the second as the shooting gallery works out well for him. And Woxic and Bondic for the final 2 kills. HellRaisers get all 3 off the pistol. But now then, here comes the reinvestment for Envy. It's going to be a 5-rifle setup, just because that's the way the things go with the economy. 1 Silence M4, the rest of them will be in the big 30-bulleter. Tons of utility there as well.
Galil for Dead Fox. Orb for Woxic, but apart from that, 3 AKs to finish off the rest of the HellRaisers buy. As we go into the first buy round here on Cobblestone. HellRaisers already the 3-0 lead off the back of the pistol. Woxic with the first frag in towards a long, and Happy as well. Through the smoke taken care of by Angel. And now panic ensues towards the A side as RPK charges through the connector smoke, finds 2. Actually, firing off and rallying all the shots there through the silenced M4, but now 3 versus 3 as RPK is fairly low. The HG grenade, not going quite deep enough. But he has resituated himself here towards long.
RPK Tries to slay, but not today. Killed by Woxic there by the P250. Just Kiyoshima and Scream that are left to defend the site. And the 2 versus 3, it's a bit of a struggle from Scream. His lips are going to be peeled off there by Yessa, and it all comes down to Kyo that will realize he needs to save this. And that round was basically done in the first few seconds, really. As soon as Angel and Woxic got those initial frags, it was over.
Yeah, I mean, Haji goes with a peek towards a long for information, gets shot by Woxic's AWP. Angel through the smoke connects the headshot in front of the door against Happy, and it's one of those rounds where at the start of it, when it goes in such fashion, it's hard to bring that one back for Envy, but RPK did a good job. Flashes himself through the connector smoke, finds 2 frags with the silence of 4 as he uses the smoke to his advantage, but couldn't do any more than that. Now we'll go 4-0 in favor of HellRaisers. As now going into the beginning of Cobblestone on the T side as well, they're looking so strong. Kiyoshima, let's put it out here towards T spawn. Will be taken down with no consolation frags, so all that time wasted.
It's not ideal for them. For HellRaisers, though, it's going pretty good so far on their T side. This should be another round conceded for free, which means it will go 5-0. Then Envy can get a buyout and work from that. But what are they going to do into this round? You've got a Deagle, 2 P250s, 2 CZs, only 1 flashbang though. They go for the group play, just going to go for the stack at close mid. Bomb isn't going there, but Angel is. As he tests the waters, there's the flash now. They just want to flood their way out, nearly with the initial frag, but Woxic and Angel, the firing squad, find those kills. As Woxic gets a free K, Angel with 2 of his own. And that was a very quick round. They make mincemeat out of him and then move swiftly on into the next one. Round number 6 now, as the buy comes out from Envy.
5-0 for HellRaisers, as they were the ones that brought it back from the deficit on Inferno. And now if they get to a stark lead here on Cobblestone, on their T side as well as side, which is so snowbally, against, a potential weak CT side from EnVyUs, this could be a fast match here, Jack. Let's see. All your players towards B. Platform, so the smoke towards the middle of it will come through, going to allow EnVyUs to get control towards platform so they can, set up an AWP here if they wanted to, but actually the single AWP setup from EnVyUs is going to be towards the A side. Well, many smokes being used towards B early on. This is an issue here for Envy. There's going to be no smokes left towards the B side with a minute 10 left on the clock. The only smokes that are in the inventory of players here is Happy and Haji towards the A side, so, HellRaisers can go for a very good execution with a minute left on the clock. They can also go for a good contact burst play as well. They've seen 3 smokes towards B plat already, and you can see they're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, getting grouped up there, ready to go for this play in. Go for the tree bruise though. It's a Scream. He's in the heightened angle, because he'll try and fight through with group. Let's see if he can get these frags. Drops down instead though as this push comes round, so he won't be able to avenge this round just yet. Waiting for the play to come in.
Wow, here it comes then. Flashes, smokes raining in towards the B bomb side. RPK finds 1, but that's all it is for EnVyUs. Just 1 frag and 3 for HellRaisers as it goes 4-2.
Happy on the response, finds the kill with the AWP though. Gives Woxic a haircut there as he'll cut him down. They still haven't planted the bomb either. They've got 23 seconds. They have cleared the site, sure, but if you can get another kill on this CT side before the bomb goes down, maybe there's potential to get lethal. As Happy just lies in wait for them to extend round, but he misses the shot. He needed to land it. Or spots out the back of Bondinglo, denies the bomb plant. He might have just won him the round. Happy.
What?
He's done it. He's won him the round just there. That thick booty was sticking out.
I know, just slaps it, doesn't he?
Takes it down with the AWP, and that is the round tonight.
It's because he faced the wall.
Yeah.
Come on, Bondi, pull your trousers up, mate. We can all see your crack there. As Happy saw, double zoomed in version of it as well. 5-1. Envy trying to save and get exit frags. Actually end up winning the round. Would you believe it? Bones the question of the reset here for HellRaisers. Can they win this one? Make it 6-1. Reset the money fully for EnVyUs and get up to a flying start on their T side. Or will actually that one round, put fire behind EnVyUs and they can start to get some continuity into these rounds, and can they avoid the reset?
Haji blinded out and forced out of position early on here as they take map control up towards the A site. That would have been 6 rounds picked up for HellRaisers, but now it's just the 5. Angel gets the headshot and Happy though. Haji starts to come into his own as he finds a double kill with the M4. Dead Fox now on the response, needs to be critical. He's the catalyst in the round to keep him alive. It's a 2v4. Outnumbered and outgunned, but dead Fox. He's just dead now. And it is all on Woxic to make it work. Got the orb, but not really going to give him potential to actually make any magic with this weapon as he's missing as well. Woxic eventually put in his place. That's 2 rounds, Envy. Not only did they win both of those rounds, but they saved themselves a potential reset horror story that could have happened.
It's true, Hadji doing God's work there towards the top of middle, playing the headshot angle, finds those 2 frags into HellRaisers trying to get in towards the A site. As now it goes 2-5, and HellRaisers with potentially 1 more buy left in them. So Envy, they can bring this one back very close if they win this round, you know, 3-5, then Nika potentially from HellRaisers 4-5. Maybe that's what they need to get back into this one, into the swing of things, in not only the sole map in isolation, but also the whole Pro League itself. As this team here is number 14. Bomb towards Dragon Law, so most likely the players from HellRaisers are situated towards drop and B platform, going to get that bomb and rotate it back towards the A side eventually. As they are just going for the default play here, Hadji spots the head of Angel. Falls back and has the information now as well. There's no plat control actually coming out from EnVyUs, so they're going to be lacking the information to actually stack the extra player over. Oh no, they are going to go for it anyway. RPK is here towards window. Kiyashima gives up control towards platform.
Oh, Bondik with a headshot on Kyo. Yeah, for this push out. Bondik, further damage done as he's looking deadly now with the AK-47 free. Really lovely little frags picked up by him. It's just Happy and Hadji left, and Hadji, for the peak round, will be able to get the kill on Angel in the end, but is this round still savable? They'd have to clutch it out. It's not in a good position. Happy with the orb detected by Woxic, and HellRaisers bounce right back into things.
Bounce back they do. EnVyUs, you know, $3,000 across the board. So most likely to go for the save here, maybe a quasi buy as well. And obviously go for that buy into number 10. But this means, you know, 7 rounds potentially for HellRaisers. And on their T side of Cobblestone, only 9 rounds in, 6 rounds already gathered. So you know, they're a few away from a very, very strong T half. Well, bomb once again left, you know, lent towards the A site. So we'll be seeing how that one does conclude. But really, the abundance of frags from HellRaisers was all towards drop. RPK, Kiyashima, and Happy as well. All finding their demise towards that portion of the map, but Angel here, same position towards Matrix, expecting some aggression from EnVyUs as he's holding the pixel angle.
Angel waiting to see if there is going to be a peek come round as he lies in wait. Ready and waiting to actually strike like the mighty Cobra. But Scream is there with the CZ out, finds the kill. We'll be able to back off as well to support Woxic now as the T's are converging against their position. The stars have aligned, but will their aim with the heads of their opponents as they find the frags? Happy slaps down against Dead Fox though, and it's on Issa to actually trade this back out with support of Woxic. The AWP in close range doesn't really work out well, but he makes it work. Finds that kill. Still so much more to do. Kyo on the close angle with a deagle. Beats him down. And it all comes on to Bondik to try and clutch it. 30 seconds left. Both of them focusing towards side though. This could be the golden opportunity of a lifetime for Bondik to clutch the round, but no. There's the response. Kiyashima will find it with the AWP. It goes 3-6 now.
Well, well, well. These CZs are back into action once again, Jack. HellRaisers taking the close range duels towards middle, holding out towards Matrix. Soon as this Molotov comes out towards A long, then Angel trying to smoke off the top of A long so they can clear out the right side towards the hay barrel and obviously towards the long position. Scream with a drive-by with perfect timing. Finds the 5 versus 4. And it all falls suit and follows suit that way as well. Well, 63 now, round number 10. As HellRaisers are denied that 7th. As we have Bondik holding for the mid push from EnVy. 4 players grouped up close towards the B site as well. 2 towards drop and 3 towards B platform. As drop has been, one of the big issues for EnVyUs so far. They haven't really found the answer to defend it as of yet. We saw the same issue for LDLC versus Mouse Sports as well. They couldn't quite deal with that issue. But what can they change? Maybe an auto shotgun as we saw from Oscar? Or something different?
Well, this push coming down in towards the B site. Slowly and surely from HellRaisers. In terms of utility there, you've got 3 smokes. They're going to set those up now. Chuck them into the skyline. Will be covered in smoke grenades that are about to bloom and force back the defense, break up the lines of sight from the CT side. But Keo tries to fight true to his angle as he'll hold on, but he can't actually go strong into the round. Scream denies 2 frags, and all of a sudden, it's just 2 men left on the CT side. Once again, we've seen this position before. Happy with the AWP. Agi on the M4, but they plant safe this time. Woxic going to get the bomb down. Agi chucks in a HE grenade that transfers a little sprinkling of damage. Small bit of shrapnel. They go for a counter boost play as well. Bondik heightened up. If Happy pushes in, Bondik should find this kill. It's a bit of an unorthodox angle. He's going to be peering through the legs. Looking to find a head, but nothing going to be found as they will back off and save.
I quite like that, actually. Because in the 2 versus 3, if you go 1 for 1, you made it 1 versus 2 anyway. You've basically done the job for your team. 7-3 here. Once again, EnVyUs going to be reset. Can we see the good old scoreboard there, please, Matt? So they won 2 in a row, they got reset, they didn't win another round, and now they've been reset again. So what's that? 2 resets, 10 rounds in. They can still buy. Happy can drop over the M4 to one of the players from EnVyUs. Hands, you could drop over a scout or UMP as well, potentially. Or they could just save it and allow 8 for HellRaisers. And try and do what HellRaisers did to them in the last map when EnVyUs were the ones up, 8-3. As they are going to go for the save. So it seems likely they concede the 8th. But we said this last time. But there's no CZs here, Jack. So maybe this is the one for HellRaisers.
Now, Happy's got the AWP. He is at the B site as well. Agi's going to be the one-man defense over at A, but let's see if Happy can actually make himself just that with the AWP when the push comes in, as he'll try and deny the push. Heavily blind, though. No chance to really spot anyone out, but that's a nice flick. Kiyoshima as well, doing damage with the deagle, as he's already claimed 2 craniums to add to his tally. And it's just Bondik and Woxic that remain on the T side. But HellRaisers going to be able to raise hell today. Let's see as Bondik peeks through, trying to tap him down with the AK-47, but not really being able to land those shots. Agi as well, pushing up ever so deeper, close towards Dragonlaw. They finally get a frag into the round, but it's too little too late. A minute left on the clock, and Happy, he wants to make this one even more exhilarating as he plays on the close angle. They're going to smoke and push through, nearly the double, as he will kill Bondik. Woxic jumps down, but nothing to be done. Kiyoshima 3 frags with the deagle, and a free AWP gifted to him as a prize.
HellRaisers and these anti-ecos, my goodness. Pause, as you can imagine, for HellRaisers to try and work out what the hell they need to change against those goddamn pistols.
Yeah, they just can't beat it. The pistol's just way, way too strong.
And the thing is as well, no CZs, just the 3k deagle from Kiyoshima towards platform, annihilating HellRaisers trying to go for the B split. And then you have it, 7-4, so...
You know what, Snods?
Yep.
I got a question for you.
Go for it.
What kind of coat is always wet when you put it on?
Towel.
A towel? What kind of coat?
Yeah, you know, you wear a towel and it's wet when you put it on.
It's not a coat. What kind of coat, being the key word there, is always wet?
Paint.
Yes, well done. He's got it.
Mate, the towel one's pretty good. The towel one's pretty good.
So no, it isn't.
Yeah, but you still wear it around like... You don't come out of the shower and wear a towel?
You're a fool.
You just go for a scrub? You just go for a scrub? That's bad for your skin, mate.
Push comes in towards the B site as this push is going to come around. They set the entire place ablaze with the early Molotovs. Smoke's going to be going over. HellRaisers looking like they want to try and once again go for more of a fast tempo play here as they will be bursting round. Oh, they've got away with it as well. Through drop down round through connector for an A split bombardment. But will they annihilate the defense that is there? Agi with the M4, looking to try and find these frags, peeks through. Attack down to 80 HP, another dink as well. Eventually, punished by Issa. But Happy with the AWP can be the mastermind if he's actually allowed to take these peeks. The AWPs are working out well, but RPK has been killed. Happy knows about this close angle that could be in play. Kiyoshima gets the kill, but a heavy hit has been taken. Oh, there's the face as well from Bondik, but it's too late. As all of a sudden it's just Woxic left with a Galil and a 1v3, and Woxic trying to raise hell, like Smoking Joe Fraser, the HellRaiser, raising hell with a flavor as he waits for the push to come in. Goes for the extension out, but it's not meant to be. Oof. He will be done in by Happy's pistol there, and that's going to be the defuse. And Envy will get themselves another round, bringing it up to 5-7 now on the tally.
5-7, as you said. 3K there from Happy. Initially a 5 versus 4. Hadji goes down without finding any frags. The A site conceded as well for HellRaisers, but they didn't get the best after plant positions. Plus, the information was found fairly early, so the rotations were there. From Envy, in towards balcony, in towards connector. For HellRaisers, they weren't able to get in towards, you know, APC, under balcony, boost into balcony, get in towards connector door. So it made things rather awkward there, and obviously the AWP from Happy finding 2 frags, and the final one as well onto Woxic. But Hadji will find 1 this time versus the pistol, so he's improved in that regard. And Happy once again trying to go for a similar performance we saw in the last round. Finds 1 frag, but eventually going to be traded out again. So a 3 versus 2 as these CZs shine through.
Yeah, looking good for HellRaisers here. Actually, they have the manpower advantage, especially when Woxic plays a game of peekaboo like that on Kiyoshima. Needed the second with the drive-by tap on screen, but will be eliminated. Scream, though. He's got to murder 2 more men to win this round. The bomb is transferred over. And it all comes down to the Battle of the Ancients now. The 1v1. Bondik versus Scream. Bondik going to try and get into the backline. Scream suspects it. He believes he could be there, but on the face, he wasn't poised. He was not ready. He's not going to get the kill either. HellRaisers win another round. It's 5-8 as they pick that one up. There is still cash to play with, though, luckily enough for Envy to bail him out. As Happy had 8K. They can try and work around that. Going to duck over to Kiyoshima. Wipe the M4 for himself as well. And just a famous further M4 there for Hadji and RPK. Just sticking with the CZ.
Well, well, well. Another round victory here for Envy. Got fairly close there, 3 versus 2. Wow. Issa with the confidence here in the AK. Scream going to be taken out of this one already as he's maybe only one of many as Dead Fox finds frags as well as it's going to be a swarm in towards the B side. A double frag as well for Issa. And the round's over just like that. EnVyUs are going to have to save these 2 rifles. 100% they can't go for this one. But Angel's still there towards middle. It's all down to Hadji.
Ooh. Hadji blows Angel out the server though with a HE grenade, so at least it's something for the man. But most likely just going to head up, have a bit of a fairy tale, and leave himself in Rapunzel's tower.
Yeah, gonna have to wait now. They know he's going to be towards T-spawn in some sort of capacity. But obviously, with how far away they are and how close the bombers away from exploding and sending us into the 15th round, this is a high chance we don't see them find Hadji. So we still have 1 rifle here for the next round, but round loss bonus back to 1400. 9-5 here for HellRaisers. A few more seconds there, and that could have been the M4 denied. But last round, 4 spy coming through. Hadji could drop a scout actually, or a FAMAS as well potentially. We'll go for the double UMP potentially. No, just going to be 1 UMP, but still has the M4. Happy with the SMG. 3 upgraded pistols as well for EnVyUs versus HellRaisers, obviously. That's Angel holding towards middle and a long. Players close towards the platform already going to be dealt with by the AWP from Woxic. As he finds the first frag, so Kishima cannot run rampant with that deagle again.
Scream here. Trying to get the cheeky frag as he will do so. Kills Issa. Still a whole lot more to be done though. Dead Fox waiting for the push to come round as RPK pushes up close and personal, going to extend in. Grabs the weapon and just lies in wait now for a little bit more of an opportunity before he gets overzealous into the round. HellRaisers still grouped up as a wolf pack as they drop down. They kill Happy, but there's the trade from Hadji, but Bondik goes toe-to-toe as he gets the second frag, chucks the bomb back up. The last bit of information they had was the bomb dropping towards drop down, so it's Scream and RPK. RPK is the only one with an actual firearm, but Scream fights through with the pistol anyway. He's got a bit of prowess with the weapon. His teammate has been slain. It's all on Scream. So a 1 versus 2, 2 HP. 4 HP rather as he tries to tiptoe around, but it's unlikely he gets anything. So a delayed face there, but Dead Fox will eventually kill him. So that is going to be the scoreline at the end of the half. 5-10 in favor of HellRaisers. Looking very effective right now on Cobblestone.
They are. I mean, that's as well with losing versus a quasi-buy from EnVyUs. I say quasi, they actually only had one set of Kevlar, CZs apart from that. So it could have been 11-4 as well, half, but we were always expecting HellRaisers to have a much better performance on Cobblestone rather than Inferno. As they did win the first pistol here as well, so a lot of pressure on the shoulders for EnVyUs because they're 3 maps down in terms of maps played versus LDLC, but they're 8 points below to avoid the ultra relegation spot and try and get a best of 3 at LAN to stay within Pro League. So they need to win all these games. Yeah, I wonder who else they play. I might actually go check that out now because that's actually quite a good storyline.
And that's the fact that they're left in a really horrible spot. They're not able to pick this up because HellRaisers 10 rounds. They've already taken the first map.
Yeah, they've got to play versus NIP. And then they have to play versus a Go and then Fnatic. So they have NIP, Fnatic, Astralis, Mousesports, and then Heroic, then a Go. So it's not really the easiest path.
No.
To be honest. You know, many of those teams are in the top 5, top 10 at the moment, let alone just Pro League. And when you look at the field of competition they have later on for the rest of Pro League, these wins versus, Mousesports and a Go, for example, have to be paramount. They have to happen, otherwise they could be gone.
That is true, as right now they're still firmly stuck. 14th place at the bottom. We're going to get into it though. The chickens are ready. So are the boys in blue. So we'll kick this one off. HellRaisers now moving over to the CT side, EnVyUs on the T side as we get into our second half pistol.
Well, Scream, P250, Smoke Flashbang as well. No Kevlar behind it, so he's not going to be dropped it, but still can have the one-shot headshot prowess with that weapon. As they peek and peer in towards B platform. Now 1-for-1 trade already, and they know exactly where the bomb was.
Angel. He still wants more though. And these pistol shots are whizzing by their heads, nearly connecting onto them. Happy kills Dead Fox, RPK slays the Angel. And now it's just Bondik and Woxic to close it out, and Bondik struggling. So Envy actually do pick up the pistol on their T side, and it was so necessary for their survival. So it's a good thing they actually have been able to.
Wow, pistols now go 1-for-1, 10-6 here for Envy. Got a bit scared there. Obviously, as soon as players from HellRaisers jumping on the box, peering over the smoke, finding the trade frag as well, and the start of the round versus EnVyUs, but they bring it back, down drop, through B platform, they win those duels. And now the 6th round is theirs, and they are versus the, not even a quasi-buy really, just going to be upgraded pistols coming out from HellRaisers. There's no Kevlar to back it up on any of the players from the CT side, as HellRaisers is a team that doesn't over-invest into the force buy. They go for their Deagles, their CZs, their smokes, their HE, but they don't waste that cash on armor behind the pistols. They know that they need the utility into the first buy rounds to be able to, avoid being rushed against or have the chance of losing that first round.
RPK gets that kill, and the second on Dead Fox. It's just a mere Bondik and Angel that are left alive in the servo right now, but they're not really in a good position to achieve too much. RPK will overextend though. Bondik's actually allowed to get the frag, but it's just left on Bondik to cause a bit more noise into the round, which he is doing very effectively. As he nails Happy there. He's still got the Mat 10 that he could potentially go for the save on as well, so this will be another round for Envy. But at least Bondik is able to cause a bit of a fuss.
It's true. 2 kills there for himself with a CZ at Mac 10. As it will go 7-10 now in favor still for HellRaisers. But, I mean, the Mac 10 not going to be safe, so it's not as if they can have, the Mac 10 for Bondik, a CZ dropped over to Issa, for example, and try and have a 2-weapon eco. They are going to be into the Felica now, though. Just going to be $3,000 across the board here for HellRaisers, so they are going to have, AWP for Woxic. Can go for an AWP, no Kevlar onto Dead Fox as well if they wanted to, but I wouldn't really recommend that versus the probable fast play style we're going to see from EnVyUs here, as they do have, once again, 5 SMGs in their inventory. So if they win this one cleanly and they have, 2 Mac 10s into the first buy round, most likely going to be seeing a fast set play.
Woxic just waiting for the push to come in over at B. Tries to push out, but won't really find too much as all the damage is done with the SMGs anyway, as everyone just gets ripped to shreds. And Woxic eventually will be able to avenge his teammates with 1 kill on RPK, but that's it. Damage is done, Envy. They love going for that 5 SMG buy, but it works out well.
Does indeed. Obviously, versus the Felica, you can jump around those corners. Very good accuracy while running. Woxic, having had you run into the recoil there, finds that 1 kill, so 6.5k here for Woxic, so he can really fully buy. So, Envy. Still got 2 MAC-10s into play. 3 AKs is what to finish off the rest of their terrorist side buy into the 19th. As now the round goes live and their opposition, HellRaisers. 2 players not having helmets, so Happy, Kiyashima, could maybe try and exploit that. Playing towards drop and towards the ace side. As they make their way through mid as well. The ult from Woxic is towards the mid ramp. So they have to be wary about that.
deadFox with the first frag on Scream. Bodes well for HellRaisers in the initial start. And they're coming towards the A site as well with a hot topic. The Turkish Terminator, the man that's already got 22 frags to his name, is lying in wait. That's going to be Woxic ready to strike at the golden opportunity. See if he can add a few more names to his tally, as right now Envy are just outside, about to bang on his door.
Yeah, I mean 22 frags and 9 deaths here for Woxic. Stellar performance so far. Obviously people were expecting maybe a transition to Space Soldiers. So not expecting it, but hoping was probably the better word to say. Obviously imagine the firepower between Calyx, Zentaras, and obviously Woxic as well. You know, Space Soldiers is a team that does lack a dedicated AWPer. But anyway, enough of the preconceptions or hopes and dreams, as they're going to be shattered here so far for EnVyUs. As it is a 5 versus 2. deadFox spots out Haji, sees as well the shadow from Happy, but doesn't quite land the bullets on time. So maybe there's a chance here for EnVyUs, but Bondik with the silence to 4 does silence those hopes as well.
Yeah, Woxic gets the final frag on Haji, as that is the round done. HellRaisers pick up another one, 11 now on the board, bringing Woxic to 24 frags, still 9 deaths. He's having quite a big impact into this matchup.
Yeah, right about 20 though. deadFox probably going to be dropped a weapon. Oh, actually the MP9 investment, so maybe he's expecting a much weaker buy from EnVyUs, which wouldn't really be surprising. But saying that, obviously, EnVyUs going for the 5 SMG buy time and time again, plus the round prior they had 4 alive with 4 SMGs, so their money was enough to buy for 2 in a row after losing. As now, they lose this one. This may be their last buy, and that's where HellRaisers really get close to the finish line.
Molotov goes down in front of them to try and slow the push. So they will try and walk their way up. Bondik lying in wait close towards drop down, listening out to see if there is a push, but right now they back off. They're all going to link up the rest of their squadron. RPK with the connector smoke, the deep smoke goes out as well. So Woxic just waiting for this push. He needs to be so impactful. Molotov goes down, finds the first on Haji and the second as well, as he's going to be our superstar sniper into the round and save them. Another one, deadFox as well, up close and personal with the MP9. Trades it out to an AK for a little bit of finesse on the final frag as Happy is killed. And HellRaisers make their mark, getting themselves to number 12. Going into round 21 as well. EnVyUs not looking too good in terms of the cash flow they have available. That will be a pause.
Pause coming in now. It's so hard to dissect EnVyUs. I mean, why is it that this team just isn't working? For the first time ever, EnVyUs is out of the top 30. Here in Pro League, they're rock bottom, number 14. And when you look at the schedule coming up, you know, Fnatic, Astralis, it's just bizarre. It's bemusing. How are they struggling so hard? You know, you've got Kiyashima, RPK, Scream, Happy, Haji, a player of so much potential as well. Yet they can never make it work.
Yeah, not looking good for the French squad into this one. Just being outgunned, outsmarted, and outskilled really across the board by HellRaisers. Just seeming like they've got better tacticians, better firepower, and just overall the stronger team into today's games.
The round is live. The pause does come to an end. Envy with the half buy. Kevlar for Kirishima and Happy. Pistols upgraded across the board as well for the Terrorist boys, but Angel finds RPK. A distinct lag between RPK and the rest of his fellow comrades, but this is a round that is poised to go in favor of HellRaisers, especially when we look at the tally of frags from the CTs. 5 versus 2 now, only 20 seconds into the round, and just going to be leaving Kirishima last alive here. Minute 15 left on the clock. Bomb still in towards drop. As from behind, Woxic will clear it out. Just actually got a P2000. As he threw his AWP away to make sure that Kirishima couldn't save it. And that way he can make his excuse for going for eco kills.
Yeah, and it worked out well. Gets the kill. 13-8 now. There is the rebuy from EnVyUs. They do actually have the AKs and they can try and slay with them, but they really need to make a mark. It's now or never at this point. I mean, if they lose this round, then you can see HellRaisers projected essentially to try and get match point off the back of it. But EnVy, what do they opt to do into this round? Once again, outside of B. Early pop flash in. There's a smoke to counter it.
Smoke indeed, and the Molotov will delay them momentarily. For EnVyUs, this could be the final full bind they have really before HellRaisers do reach match point, unless the bomb potentially could be planted. At this point, it's unlikely. EnVyUs stale second half here so far, as they won the pistol, but in terms of buy rounds, they've lost 3 in a row. Flashes, grenades, pour in. RPK still struggling to get through the door there, but eventually the push will come through.
Yeah, he gets the first frag on Haji, but there's the response from RPK, but all of a sudden it's quickly being damage done from the side of HellRaisers as every frag will go their way. Blowing them out of the water with the AKs right now. That's a 4K for him, and the 14th round picked up. And Envy are toast at this point. It's not looking good at all. The economy's in a bit of an awkward position. This is going to be match point picked up for HellRaisers for sure.
Yeah, I mean, same scenario here on the last map, Jack. You know, EnVyUs being down potentially 14-10 or 14-9, where they have to go for the decision. Do we save here? Do we allow match point for HellRaisers? Do we try come back from maybe a 15-10 or 15, at this point, 8 scoreline, win 7 in a row? You know, at that point, they're doubling the rounds nearly. With that one chance of a mistake, so definitely not going to be the favourites with the bookies there. Bondic, Woxic finding frags across the map already. 5 versus 3. And RPK, the player that actually went for the investment into this round, is taken out of it. Bondic finds 2 more. Just going to be screamed towards drop, last alive, fakes the jump towards drop, but don't really have too much of an impact so far. And money's good as well for HellRaisers, so it's not as if he can just find, you know, 1 or 2 kills and break the money. He really can't do much.
Well, he's got his deagle in his hand. He's going to be looking for at least a bit of a blow, but instead the only thing he receives is a bullet from Woxic there. That'll finish him off. And nearly round out the action of CS here as well between these two teams as we get into match point for HellRaisers. Series point as well. This would be both max picked up if they actually do find success and close this one down. There is a buy from EnVyUs, but they've got to make it work. It's do or die, and it needs to be flawless from this point onwards.
Smoke towards long. Woxic gonna peer through it. I actually quite like that. You know, you dodge being AWP'd and you hold for the rush towards a long. Quite a good little smoke there. I do like that one. Haji's gonna be winning the duel anyway. Goes for the headshot angle peek from the stairs. So far so good from EnVyUs as they are against the match point from HellRaisers. 15-8 is the scoreline. As Envy do need to win 7 in a row with no mistakes possible. Yes, sir. Been a real anchor towards this B-bomb side, and that's why. Finds a clinical headshot onto RPK already, as Kirishima tries to trade and eventually will. So the advantage here heavily in favour of Envy.
Haji as well though. Strikes against set. Fox Happy going to come through. Does pick that one up so they can get the bomb down now. It's a 3 versus 1. As Bondic is miles away. Angel in the meantime obviously being laid to waste. Haji holds the angle, finds the frag as he keeps his team alive for at least another round, but it has to be so many more back-to-back, and the cash on HellRaisers is in a very, very good position. You can rebuy up around it. Woxic instantly back on the AWP. He's not going to be slowed down at all, and they've still got cash to work with, even if they lose this following one. Everyone with kit, everyone with utility. They are not going to be even bothered in the slightest about the way that prior round went.
Well, well, well. Orb once again for Woxic towards connected doors. Dead Fox playing the A long angle this time instead, so Woxic going to be changing his angle of approach with the Orb. Kishima through the HEs and through the Molotov as well will be down to 50 HP, but they won't stop him getting the first frag onto Angel in towards the B side. The flashbang will be dodged as well. Oof, but not by Issa. Timing works in his favor, as it is the 4v4. Bomb still towards drop as Woxic has made the rotation in towards the B side, so they have the extra firepower here. And now, once that smoke fades, all hell may break loose.
Gonna cause some chaos in the bomb site. Bondic with the first, though. Leaves the tank out of commission as his tracks have been broken. And now there's just 3 men left on the side of EnVyUs. Issa, looking like he might have potentially lagged out there or something as things go wrong eventually as well. It's all gone wrong for the side of HellRaisers. I think the entire team has lagged out.
Hashtag gaming houses.
Yeah, I think the internet's dropped because that's not ideal. Envy will get this round as well because it was after first contact was made, so everyone in HellRaisers lags out when they could have won the game.
Oh, this is going to be a long pause, Jack.
HellRaisers only need 1 round to close out the series and take it in a 2-0 fashion. EnVyUs, they've got a whole slog ahead of them if they can actually make this work as this round kicks off now. Envy, what are they up to go for?
Well, 15-9 scoreline. Obviously, it was a 4 versus 3, the site in favor of HellRaisers. Well, let's see here. Kishima going for the isolated jewels here towards the B site, trying to see if he can find this first frag and open up the B site for his team. Gets spotted and will fall back, but from behind as the smoke does fade. Ooh. Seconds there away from taking down the first frag here and getting HellRaisers to that 16th. As they now group towards A. Well, because of the information found there by Issa, they should be able to stack an extra player towards the A site or be very ready for what HellRaisers are now about to throw them.
Yeah, push going to come through. Bondic waiting for them to peek out. They get themselves ready. They want to go for a split push in towards the A bomb site, it seems. Angel just lying in wait as well, listening out for those audio cues. As of right now, Envy only have a flashbang and Molotov left on them. But it is going to be a late round play on B. They're going to put all their eggs in one basket and hope they don't trip and smash the lot of them. As Angel waits for this push to come through. Yes, they're going to go for the first face. The flashbang extension gets 2. Scream and Kyoshima are down. RPK as well follows suit. Issa wants to do it just off his own back as he's hungry to close this one down. It should be a 4K, but he's denied by Haji. Haji gets killed in the end by Woxic there, and that is going to be the match picked up by HellRaisers. As they find success, they win the series, and they take both maps in a 2-0 fashion.
Yep, 30-minute pause all for that one. Last round going in favor of HellRaisers, 15-9 down. Obviously, when they DC'd, EnVyUs obviously won that round. They killed them when they DC'd, so it was a 15-10. So imagine quite an argument about that one, but yeah, I mean, obviously, 16-9 score and eventually in favor, of course, of HellRaisers.
Yeah, they close it out in the end. They do what it seemed like they were going to be predicted to do anyway, because that last round basically should have been there as you get into basically what it was, a 5 versus 3.
It was like a 4 versus 3, yeah. Like 50 seconds left, the bomb in an awkward position, somewhere on those lines. So yeah, that's why it was favored for them. But yeah, 2-0 now for the boys over at HellRaisers. So that puts them up, very well. Gets them over Heroic, gets them over G2 as well. And actually, they haven't played too many games. They're actually tied right now for 7th phase.
Yeah, so not too bad, but there you have it. HellRaisers finally close out the series and pick up both of the wins on all of the maps as they storm their way through. And that is the first series done and dusted. Meaning we'll move into game number 2 of the day. North versus Space Soldiers. That is going to be Inferno and Cobblestone. Same map, same order, but different teams, as we'll be back with that after these highlights and after the break. So for the meantime, enjoy this.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Vetway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, MSI, Xfinity, and ESEA.